Hi, in this video I want to give you a little walk through the Connect website. Um, when you get into the Connect website, you log in, you'll see a screen somewhat similar to mine. Now mine's probably a little different than yours because I'm the instructor, and as you can see over here, I have both an instructor view and a student view. I've clicked on student view. This should be fairly close to what you'll see. When you log into Connect, there are a couple things I want to point out. First, right here, this is the link right here to your ebook. And as I mentioned when I discussed the syllabus, this would be sufficient if you don't feel that you need a paper book. Or if you have, say, the third edition paper book, you can use the ebook if you'd like, and then refer back to the paper book when you'd like. Many students tell me you're not comfortable entirely just having an ebook, not having a paper book, but it is right here and it's fairly convenient. If you click on it, this is going to pull up the ebook and it loads, and what you see right here is basically a very similar view. You can see I'm scrolling through basically page after page of the book. Okay, so right here's page 8. You can see this is literally exactly the same as what you would see in the book. So this is what the ebook looks like, and you could jump to, for instance, if you'd want, you're working on chapter 5, quickly jump down to chapter 5, and you can read your book right here. One nice thing about the ebook, as you can see, is they do have clickable links, and that's kind of convenient. You don't see that in your paper textbook. You have the links, but obviously they're not clickable then. All right, so let's go back. That's the ebook. So that's that. Mainly what I wanted to point out to you is this area right here, the assignment list. This is probably the most frequent thing when you're on the website where you're going to be interacting. Each chapter I've laid out. So let's take a look at chapter 1, and this is very typical of each chapter. So in chapter 1, this is the Learn Smart flashcard. It becomes available to you on September 1st at midnight, okay? And you must finish this assignment by September 20th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so each chapter, I'm going to give you these Learn Smart assignments. I'm going to give you a start date and the end date. And you might want to focus on these. End dates are all given on the Sakai site, but you need to have it done by here. Don't be emailing me on September 23rd saying that you forgot to do the Learn Smart. That's not going to work. You have to get it done when it's assigned. However it's best for you. I have a calendar on the Sakai site, but if you need to put it into your own personal calendar, you need to do so. I also, for each chapter, have homework problems. These are practice problems right here. These are the graded ones. As you can see, the graded ones become available on September 1st and are due by September 22nd, again at 11:59 p.m. The practice problems, by contrast, they're not due. Basically, this is after the end of the semester, 12/25. So on both of these, you have unlimited attempts to use them. You can look at the homework problems anytime you want, but you have to have it submitted by September 22nd. Let's jump down and look at Chapter 4, and you'll see a very similar setup for Chapter 4. Once again, I have a Learn Smart module, and I have homework and practice problems. For Chapter 4, the Learn Smart will become available for you to look at on September 25th, and then it's due by October 11th. Notice that I don't give you access to these later chapters immediately all semester. I don't want students running ahead and trying to do all the work in the first 3 or 4 weeks of the semester. All right, so the way that I kind of pace you is the same way I would pace you if you were in a face-to-face class, which I'd only be giving you assignments as I move along. So this is about the time that we're going to start reviewing Chapter 4 in the online lectures, and then you're going to have about 2 weeks to do. This is the Learn Smart flashcards, and this is your graded homework. Okay. Okay, and you can see the Learn Smart's due on October 11th, and the homework is due on October 13th. Okay, so that's the way it's set up for each chapter. I have Learn Smart module and homework assignments and practice problems. Okay, so that'll be chapter by chapter. Right here you can see I have the midterm. Okay, the midterm 1 will become available on October 20th. Again, midnight, excuse me, at noon, October 20th at 12 noon, and it must be done by 1 p.m. the following day, October 21st. You only get one attempt, unlike these problem sets, which you can do over and over again. You only get one attempt to do your exam, and you will have 1 hour. Within this 24-hour period, you actually, once you start it, you'd only have 1 hour. Here is the date of the second midterm. It's right before Thanksgiving. It'll begin on November 17th, and you have to have it finished by November 18th, 1 p.m. You can start at any time in this window, but you must have it finished by 1. You'll have 1 hour for each of those 2 midterms. You must do them on the Connect website. Finally, the other important part, or potentially very helpful part of the website, is really depending upon the type of learner that you are, there's extra material. So I just clicked the library link at the top of your page, and then I want you to click on yours under Instructor Resources. Okay, under Instructor Resources, here's material that they provide extra. Some of these you may not have, like you probably don't have the instructor's manual in your student version of this, but you do have videos, okay? And so here are short videos for material covered from chapter 1. And I was always a better learner by when someone would orally explain an idea to me than I was just reading. I was really best when I first heard an oral explanation, like in class, and then I went back and read the material. That's what these are. These are very short videos, okay, somewhere between 3 and 10 minutes typically. And it just covers a single idea from the chapter, okay? And you can see for each chapter, there are short little videos for the various ideas in the chapters. So under videos are short little videos. In addition, under NPPT presentations, these are full-length lectures. All right, this stands for narrated PowerPoint. And here is chapter 1. This is the narrated slide. So this is like going to a lecture. And I'm going to click on this. It's going to open up a window, okay, and it's going to begin.
In this chapter's narrated PowerPoint presentations, and in those for each following chapter, we'll be following the continuing case presented at the end of each chapter in your book.
Okay, but the lecture's broken up into parts, okay? So a typical lecture is about an hour for each chapter. It can vary, but it's broken up into pieces. Okay, so here's this one.
Let me tell you a little about myself. Using the basic future value formula, if you have access to a spreadsheet such as Excel.
Being in a lecture, okay, and many students find this helpful. Okay, so I would say with Connect, you're probably going to quite often be spending time going through narrated slides. If you want my advice, I would begin each chapter by listening, sitting down, focusing on the narrated slides. Then I would read the chapter. This is how I always best learn. You may have a different approach. And then, if you'd like, if there are things that you're going through and you're struggling, these short little videos are nice presentations of single concepts in the chapter, right? So this will be a 4-minute talk on future value of annuities. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the Connect site. It's vitally important you have Connect under control and you use it to your best ability to try to increase the chance of a high grade. Thank you. Bye.